be a king or just a dream? These thoughts are slipping through the steam. But I got bounce, I got squish, I dodge attacks and grant a wish. Maybe I'm cursed, maybe I'm prime. Either way, I'm still in slime. Bounce back, power in a blob. Don't need a sword, I just outsmart the mob. Legends fade, but I just respawn. Mystic mister in the squishy fall. No memories, or maybe deep, something ancient's fast asleep. I joke, I slide, I roll, I grin, but who I was still hides within. I'm not weak, I'm just reborn, an epic tale in gooey form. The world can laugh, but they'll soon see this slime's got legacy. Bounce back, silly but divine. The story's old, but the form is slime. Laugh it up, I'm just the start. Behind this scoop is a beating heart. Bounce back, power in a blob. Don't need a sword, I just outsmart the mob. Legends fade, but I just respawn. Mystic mystery in this squishy form.
Hello everyone, I'm DAZaryus here from Slime, and tonight we're back with Final Fantasy XIV. Now, last time we did manage to finish the Wall Crystal Tower, which was my plan for the day, and that way we also managed not to risk to get stuck while doing the main story quest line, because that was a prerequisite to go ahead. Last time, the time before, we also started the new side of MSQ for me, the post-ARR Reborn 2.0. We reached the point where we moved our base to a different location. It's no more in the desert. It's in Noscea area, if I do remember well, and also we saw that we have already two different issues to resolve, which is a huge amount of crystals. Magic crystal has been stolen. We do not know by who and for what. We suspect, as always, that it's related to primals. And then we also have lots of Domas people that have come as a refugee, but unluckily they didn't manage to convince not the queen herself, but the other people that sits with her and take decision with her. So unluckily that's where we stopped, and that's where also we'll go and resume it. So let's do this here. And hopefully I do not need to change class, so I will be able to keep and proceed with my Gunbreaker for the whole day. So let's hope that this works. Now, other than that, if I do remember what was up here, yes. Since last stream I had issues, I just had too many things to do, so I was not even able to log in and do the dungeons I was hoping to, so I still had to do all of them. But I did manage to fix my issue with the graphic, so even if I do another ride, I should not struggle that much. I asked a couple of friends, and thanks to all the comments I received to my various clips on my various social, I did manage to change the option. I had that in front of me last time, I simply didn't connect that was the one. So now it's good, we can proceed. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wonder how a man so skilled and weighing the word of things should be so incapable of seeing the value of people. I will waste. This is a good start. I will waste no more words on him. Not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. Can't we follow them anyway? No? We had to go our separate ways, okay. And the Hall of Flames... Oh, okay, there. I'll simply go back to the main crystal. I do hear fireworks. I do hear them, I do not see them. Okay. Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving the the matter be reconsidered. Oh, okay. The monetarists have made their position clear. Agreed, Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are Limsa Lominsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. God, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by concern of the great nations. You live in it, you know, right? We just called ourselves out of all nations. In fact, Memphilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. Understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultan to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent, I shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal, if you will hear it. Out with it, Master Ulfinaud. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant Stall, an outpost in Mor Dhona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comfort of more well-established settlements. However, the leader of Revenant Stall have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with no safe food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, the Yugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant Stall would offer a certain advantages. The absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us of all, we shall gladly accept. Master Ulfinaud, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be born. to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Ul'dah Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, DAZaryus. Of course. And there we go. Yugiri, if you and your people will accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Well, luckily he has his own group and does not need the approval of the Queen or the other groups to do whatever he can, which is a good thing. Yeah, I should simply run. Down there. We are concerned that the Doman refugee may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much or to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momondi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mor Dhona. I would never be able to pronounce that one without making mistakes. Those are not that I read better the other things, but okay. Let's not mention that. Just 1 second. Is this working? Okay, yeah. Seems like it's working. Those healthy enough to travel with will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. She's such a lovely girl. She always helps everyone. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there all the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. There is smaller number mayhap. Were it a smaller number mayhap, mayhap it will go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mor Dhona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizen. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans of the Doman's behalf. On the Doman's behalf. Very well. We shall begin contract negotiation at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, I shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady. Oh, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Yugiri. And you, Revenant's Toll, my lord. No good words with Momo for Momondi. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. The Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? So let's say that for now our duty here is over. I will entrust the task to escort our Doman friends to you, after you have rested on your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? So, escort mission. It's been a long time since I did one. Nothing for mage? Of course not. Why am I... Like, this is what I'm finding. Like, there are so few items that I can take for mages. I don't know why. So... yeah, who cares? I mean, give me that. Okay. No, and now 2 rings for mages. Okay. Actually, I'll mix them a little bit better. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That say, these has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees require some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Darius, I will have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever needs to be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Okay. And I still have the ladder. Good. Wait, will this send me... yeah, I think last time this one sent me there. Vesper Bay. Yep. Nope. Since when? Oh, because this is part of the quest, probably. Greetings. Alfinald informed me that Sion would be arriving to help with the preparation. I am honored to meet you, though ashamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance that manner of man what manner of man you were. I too have some skills at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? You must adapt at staying hidden from my sight. Perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozen. He can tell you more. Which is to the other side. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozen, son of Odin. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we are traveling by Orsberg, the drum carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant bird that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for their carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since the Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Number 1. I'm Koharu DAZaryus. I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those stallions, are you? Who's stallion? Oh well. No, Sions. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hiding and seek. Phew. Alright. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you. Yeah, number 1 done. 2 more to go. I already see the other one. There you are. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yoda didn't say anything about adults. We get to ride a horseback carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary, but if Yoda says it's safe, I'll go. Okay, that one is done too. Now, is there anyone behind this building? No. Okay. Let's see where is the last one then. Okay, I'm already at the limit of the circle. It's not down there. Maybe inside the building? They should not be outside the walls. Yeah, so the only thing is inside the buildings. Oh, up there. How did you find me? Guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Gerons didn't find me. Oh, well, that's a bit... I mean... Yeah, I'm good. Now that we did all of that... Okay. Nope. Nope. Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek? Ah, I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. The Yugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the guardian found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. I do think mine is better for healer. The first caravan is due to report shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Ome, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you have already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, I will give us a great comfort if you will agree to accompany us on the journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Just a sec, I forgot to check if... No, okay, they have not sent anything. Okay, ready to go. Eager to be off, are you? Well, I was meaning to have a word with the about that. Runner from the Blades say we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie being sighted south of the bridge to Ormley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on them, of course, but it don't pay to gamble with this business. Oh, I'm sorry, like, I usually struggle to read these, or because it's a different kind of bunch away part of the war. Now I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but these lots here is another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure they are safe, like if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the road there is safe. So I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the shelf-same bastards don't try to rob us. That's it. Oh well, can't do much about that. Am I going to the wrong side? No, okay, this is correct. Well, level 1 quest, which I never done? How is that possible? This is a story never told. It's so strange. It's true that with this charter I started as a scholar, but I was pretty sure I did all the quests here. Probably I'm getting confused with the European charter. Should I call the Chocobo? Nah. I see you. Was that the dangerous beast? Oh well. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative war, huh? Haha. What's going to happen now? Sir, well fought. If only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Payments are not mine. He forget that his responsibilities preclude acts of the deranged you. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doman, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Let Yugiri's kinsmen, least of all, they fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay, food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How those one even being to repay such a debt? Again, to repay such a debt. In kind, Father. She who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Every stone will grow and prosper by our hands. Oh. Hey, Mr. DAZaryus, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Because I had no choice. I will go for the last one. No, that sounds bad. That sounds bad. Go wither the wild rose bloom? No, that sounds too bad. But it's not for power, it's not for glory, it's not for fortune. Should I choose the dark path? Like, maybe the kids will not try. Like, I would see this as sort of way to not push the kids doing something dangerous if they can avoid it. Let's put it that way. I don't know the outcome of that. But it's not for glory. Like, if in my idea, if you can become a hero because you have the skill to do that, and that is for the best, like, it's for the better of everyone. So saving lives and things like that, that's what a hero does. It's not for power, it's not for glory, it's not for fortune. That's the main reason. But there is not here. It's not here to save lives, to bring peace. It's not here in the choices. So I do see that like a funny thing to say, not as a really bad one, but it looks dark. Oh, let's give it a try. So you like roses? I think you understand. I understand. I mean, you're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? Sorry, wither is not when you take something and that dies, dries, and isn't wither that thing? Have I read the sentence wrong? Most probably yes at this point. The mature now. Excuse me, Mr. DAZaryus. I've got a question. What's Revenant Halls like? Is it pretty? Let's see. It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. It's a bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. It is home to the science of the Seventh Dawn, which is true. It's stoned. No, since they all love the ideas of adventurers, why not give him the first one? It's the fact that it's the home of our base, like our base, doesn't mean anything to them. So let's go for the first one. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. I knew that was the right one. Hello, Kohar, it's my turn again. Mr. DAZaryus, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do you have to do? What do I have to do? Ooh. I would say the first one. Because that also means you have to train and do things. It's all things together. It's not just training. It's many different things. It's just like life. You have to do experience. You have to improve. And that's how you get better. Not for me, apparently. I do still do the same mistakes. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright. That's a now question for Mr. DAZaryus. That's not fair. Why does Yodan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? That's the 3rd one. That's not fair. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. DAZaryus. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. Okay. When we get to Revenant's Stall, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked. Just like Mr. DAZaryus and Lady Yugiri. Just like Mr. DAZaryus and Lady Yugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? The fact is that she has never uncovered her face, but I do have the feeling that Lady Yugiri is aura like us. And just when I saw her tail, which I know it's an aura tail, I wondered, like, I never noticed before. But in all 3 of the cities we have here, I have never seen an aura NPC. Never one. This is the first time we encounter someone in the storyline that is from our own race. Huh. When I created this charter, I never thought about that. So now, speak Olfi now in the quick sense. Oh, okay. Oh, quicksand is the tavern. Okay. Meow. You have chosen the worst possible entrance for the carriages. Like the northern entrance do not have any issue like that. They're further, yes, but they do not have obstacles, so they can simply drive in. I don't know why they didn't took that path. I'm not that much worried about doing daily roulette and things like that because I do not need experience for now. I'm level 60 because this is Gunbreaker. The quest line is still level 50. I was quite ahead compared to the storyline, so I'm not that worried having to level up more. I'll probably do that if I had to switch to another class. As I mentioned, I'm grabbing materials like equipments for the healer because that was the one I liked to play a lot. And then it was getting harder because I didn't have time to play a lot. I was not remembering how to do stuff, and the new instances I was afraid to fail healing the others, and I was like, okay, let me just go like an idiot. Let me take a DPS, just walking around, slashing my sword, and that's why I leveled up the samurai and used that. Ah, Darius, I take it the first group have arrived. Excellent. Is there all else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Okay. And once again, there's nothing for the healer. So I'll take this one. No, I should have taken the golden thing. Oh well. This past time, Lady Yugiri met with a guild representative in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Tanalan, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort for the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak with Slavborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterward, introduce the Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for what which is to come. Safe travels, Darius. Also, do we go there by our own? Okay. I do hope not all the quest lines are like this. I would have liked a little bit more action. That's good to learn stories and things like that, but... Ah, this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all and as friends, and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not mind our dearest or fineries of pudding. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are not strangers to hard work, Master Slavborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I adopt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand I give the same speech to all new arrivals. And you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As a wish, Slavborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells, Darius. Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stones. Slavborn, please, shave your mustache. You can keep the beard, but the mustache, come on. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thought before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Ooh, there are more people here than I was expecting. Hello, hi. Okay. There's no use. Our attempts to reach the Syrian of Bladion continue to meet with failure. Uranger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded north. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I have given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. I hope you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees. Not when it was within our power to help them. It's so hard reading. Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I would very much like to meet her. Yeah, no objection. Pray do so with our blessings. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. If the event that Ravenstall could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure unprecedented. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriage are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slavborn. Yugiri, DAZaryus. Lamin and I will make all the necessary preparation to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. So finally we can go ahead and check out for the primal. Good. Ishtar should be returning on with a report from a field. I hope you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. Oh, it's true, because both of them remain there.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Ul'dah are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Ul'dah. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand?
Leviathan? That is the only primal that comes to my mind.
There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
Why was that sure about that? I play too much Final Fantasy in general.
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Oh, come on. Why did you have to make me have that too? Ah, just like yoing. It's contagious.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging wave to wash away the finless one. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
So that also...
comes this promise of immortality? The emissary?
Yeah, this is also bound to the Asians. Why do you not connect that immediately? They're not the first ones.
Outstayed our welcome.
It's not the first time that the Asians are involved in the primal summoning.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
Well, that's contagious.
Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
I do see this a really bad idea.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
Yeah, I do agree with them.
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
I just question one thing. Like, they have observed me, they have tested me, sending, doing other stuff. She just arrived. She said, "Oh yeah, I can swing a sword. Yay! Come, let's go kill a primal." Shouldn't you test her before you send her to the suicide? Is that so easy? Okay. Now I understand helping the refugees, but sending them to the suicide? No. Test her first. That's not how you do things. Pretty sure the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourses will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventually inevitable. Yet, so long as there is even a chance that the primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do all else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. I will dare to say, let's go to my homeland, because that's where I started with this charter. Oh, a blue quest. Out of the blue. What is this? Water cannon spell. Oh, blue mage. Okay. Nah. Even if I heard a lot about the blue mage and the dancer, I'm not interested in new classes for now. Then until I have a party to play with, or a guild to play with, or is that... No, it's not called a guild. I do not remember how it's called, but still. I don't want to change classes. Not until it's needed. So you are expected. Pray take this lift to the command room. Yep. Welcome, friends. I take it Stola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reeves venturing as far as Tarnalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we will welcome the Science support in this endeavor. But if, God forbid, our efforts should come to no, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support. much as I did when Titan was last walked these lands. Lady Benfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front line. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do admire, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I will see with my own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precaution must be taken. I sure require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Lieutenant. Oh, right. Did I manage to get Lieutenant title? I do not remember. Our scouts are currently what is that? Reconnoitering? Oh, I do not know how to pronounce that. Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning ground. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operations staging point at Camp School Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith. That you might be appraised of the latest intelligence. Commander Blackbeard has charge of the garrison. That's all. Everyone else, just enjoy yourself. Have a good vacation. I will handle that. I granted quite a little bit of I had a reputation there for the other races. Should I repair something since I'm here? Yeah, why not? Let's just do that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's here. Okay. Inside? Yeah, because I cannot see anyone outside. Never mind, it's outside. Concrete, do I have to speak with you? Oh, up there. That was the last option. Just don't kiss me that way. I have not said yes. I've been expecting you, sign of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizen is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent the Leviathan's return. Is that all? That's all you had to say? Apparently, yes. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter this. I will pronounce it that way for now. Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom have never faced a foe like these. A foe the likes of these before. Okay. We must proceed with all the caption. Among those things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I will have you aid us in the research. 5 scouts venture into Sapsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to ever consider the notion, If they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory. However, we can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Well, I've already been even deeper than that. It sounds so bad, but I mean inside their territory. Do you need help? This should be alright. Apparently not. What else? Only these two? Okay. Okay. This was the boss fight, right? Yeah. And that has nothing to do with what I have to do. There's another one? Oh, okay, now it's that part. I need to check. Hello, why are you not doing anything? No, thank you. Okay. I do like all the music of Final Fantasy. And that's done. But this was all right? Yes. Now, back to what we were doing. here we are looking for people. The wounded soldier. First I had to find a wounded soldier. There. Thank you, I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent Tongues, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to the camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Okay. No worries. That way. It's got any stress and 7 minutes to finish that one. She's ready to all the guys up there. I have more down here also. Oh, okay. Already finished the quest. Oh, they killed them. These are not Sahagins. Do they have also our people helping them? Would I be able to carry both of them together? I don't think so. Apparently, yes. Let me also do the other one that we have up here. I don't remember if these also gives me reputation, so why not? Which one do I have to kill? Oh, there. That's the boss. Okay, that's also been done. I need a little bit of action. I'm okay by learning new piece of story, but it's boring when you also only have to do that. not worry about the damage I'm receiving. So I was pretty sure I would have been able to recharge it as soon as all of them would have died. Oh, this one is tough to take down. Nah, pressed the wrong button. It's not supposed to waste that. For this reason, I need that now. Oh, why failed? We still had time. Oh. It's sad. Oh well. Maybe the 12 minutes one was another one. Sure, thank the navigator. When I learned that you weren't to the Serpent Tongues by yourself, I fear you will meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Dear gods, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Those days savagery no, not bounds. No, those days savagery. Oh, okay. Those days savagery knows no bounds. Enemies or not, they go too far. I dread to think that what may have become of the two who remain uncounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I hope you will mind thanks. Price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound at any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Give me that. Those bags sooner or later will help me, since I have dual limits, being a free player. Dungeon? Are we going to dungeon? Woohoo! Okay, they don't seem happy. Treats damn fishback bastards. Kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand. Savvy? I apologize, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. I don't think so. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their trolls have already begun to amass the Aetheryte in the depth of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the subsidiary right and eliminate the Sahagin priests presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. The milestone shall engage and destruct the Sahagin legion of drowned pirates and at the Serpent Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Okay. Okay. Lay of the land is the wolf thing. Okay. Let the foreign Levi spearhead the assault, and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the same self-same moment, a diversionary squad formed by galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry, I think that's the pronunciation, the enemy from offshore. If it is not, forgive me. Likewise, the Scions shall form a smaller group in hope of confusing the Sahagin defensive fort. There's Azishola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. Your tomorrow's diversions shall serve you to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwanted attention. Tancred and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take your to your heels and cycle round to join the infiltration unit of Ul'dah and DAZaryus. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte accompanied by Milady Memphilia, as was agreed. So we do not land the final strike. Okay. Well, don't let me keep your friends to bottle. When last we fight side by side DAZaryus? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us find a way. Let us away. It's just an hour and 18 and I'm already tired of reading. That's the issue when you're not used to do that. Most of the time I just read in my mind, so pronunciation is not that much of an issue. I suppose I have to go inside, right? Yeah. Oh. Okay, there was a challenger that was almost doing. Which one? Something related to the body. Probably killing enemies when I have my chocobo summoned. Oh, I do remember when I was doing these fight here with the lower level charter. Okay. This was quite easy. Ah, wrong button. Oh, Axolot. Never seen these enemy before. Oh boy, yes, in our area. Doesn't look at all as an Axolot, but okay. Well, yeah, maybe similar. Are you hiding or you're already tired? Oh, apparently she's already tired. But do not concern yourself. Was but a glancing blow. Come, the other ride is close at hand. Let us press on. Do you think I fear your group?
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Here they are.
Did I miss much? So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Well, Tancred is Tancred. Showing off. So both of them are thieves and subclass of thieves. But I've seen also a class that use 2 swords, not 2 daggers. So is that a different class? Never seen that before. It was intriguing because for what I was seeing, to be honest. And I'm also intrigued to try the Dark Knight. Is that how it's called? Dark Knight? The one with the big sword? It's just that I saw that he loses lots of HP because he sacrificed those. That's the only thing I don't really like. It's supposed to be a tank. If I already sacrifice my HP, I don't know if I will be able to play it. But that's what's wonderful of this Final Fantasy. You have so many different choices. Sooner or later, we'll try all of them. Now I suppose the Admiral and Minfilia arrives. So she's a gunslinger?
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Oh, Merwib. I forgot she has a name also. Wait, are you telling me that Mamphilia has no sword? She does not know how to fight in all of this? She has
I've been
dagger.
Something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled Sorewalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
Yes, you are too late as usual.
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What? Such power! It is transcendent!
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile! I have mastered the gift. I am eternal! Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish Shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
And here he comes. I was curious to see how they made Leviathan here at this point.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. It should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Absorbed by Leviathan, I suppose.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless...
He's aiming directly to Limsa Lominsa.
He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Well, Leviathan do that. And how do we stop a tidal wave? I just want to understand that. Understand. I speak to no normal wall of water. I speak of no normal wall of water. The which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than all seen in nature. And authorize entire coastal settlements if its last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet, how in the seventh heaven are we to prevent it? Will Seed come to our aid using the Highwind and then dropping us on top of the thing? No? Will that be too easy? Though our plight cries out our action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none. Of that you may be sure. But Limlane herself would struggle to pass the Lord of the World in its element. In a straight fight, we will make meat and match food of us. We need to another plan. That much is plain. Let us return to Limsa. Sorry, and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the common room. Okay. Interesting if they do something like that. I was reading the chat, sorry. In game 1. Apparently they organize parties for brides, I suppose. For people that have never done that like this, they can enjoy them, which is not bad. But of course, if you have a big group to play with, it's doable. But I had to do the Crystal Tower.
Beyond South Tidegate in western Noscea. Halfstone it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Halfstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Halfstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
And that falls
That
on our
was ever
shoulders.
our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
I will never try to pronounce that name.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Another hero will die at the end of the mission, I suppose. I have this feeling.
Dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Moraby Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafirson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
I'm a tank of light, thank you. In Helda's gods also exists what do you call the Far East? Legend tells us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying the equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with the primal, I do begin to understand why the Garlands fear them so. What happened now? What is it? A message, Admiral. I judge it best that it be delivered at once. I'm listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company heroes? The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We had dispatched one of our own to question the individual. Disinclined to put any store in this claim, and even should it be true, it is as Ishola said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival onto ships, some rope, and a pile of crystal, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed primal slayer's claim. That is, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Noscea. Noscea, as she called that. I always said Noscea, so... Some private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey be fruitful. It's still here in Noscea. Okay. Oh no. Okay, it's another area. Completely other area. Or there is no crystal. It'll be faster this way, I suppose. Yay! Yeah, that's the place. Okay. Here we are. Now, look here, you. He'll have your bloody story right after you carry those sacks of grain over to the mill. But, sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the chocolate stables, and before I rolled that milestone over to the mill, and also before. Okay, so this is a scam. Okay. Because, man, I worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and do you hear me complaining? Well, I suppose some of us just ain't made for the raw stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that the old... I will not say the name, and the generous soul. Now, prick up your hair, cause I won't be repeating myself. 2 more, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting. You know, I don't know how to pronounce that. And a tale of epic victory over the dread primal Leviathan. Okay, he doesn't even know the name of that. Oh, huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea of how big XIV scale is about as wide across as me members long, and that's no mean feat, let me tell ya. I would not even dare to read. It's getting to my brain. I cannot read it. It's just inventing everything. What happened next? Yeah. Please let us fight him and show that he's not even a match for that. Yeah. That's why I was remembering him from somewhere else. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the tension is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no murderer. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm a chocobodang. No, I'm the maggot. You find wriggling in chocobodang. I have to lie to women, thumble them, and that don't happen much. Emergency. Sure as hell didn't fight Leviathan. But I have seen him with my own eyes. It was a few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was drinking my duties on one day, loitering about the harbor when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent, some miles off the coast. With a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I saw myself right there and then. What? Oh god, just remembering that day made me sold myself again. Wait, if you're here asking after I means planning to fight him. And he? Well, take care. He really is terrible, dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Wow, you worthless, lying Warzone. I can't believe you made me handle Chocobodang. That is Minfilia. Were you able to learn how to use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon? Leviathan? I see. That's unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessels is now complete. We await you at the Moor Bay dry dock. Pray make your way here as soon as possible. Do we have a teleportation stone there? Yes. Oh, nice car. Up here. Yeah, down there. Okay, I was pretty sure about it. I'm told your joint to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lad. I'll wager it served to take your mind off these events of recent days too. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The young vessel, the War Leader, whatever it is, I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tongue-age, okay, she has been fitted with a platform that you and your might maneuver freely in battle. I will mention also that she is nigh unsinkable. I'm not one to tempt fate. The ship and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word, and we shall bear you to the Leviathan. Let's do that immediately then. Ah, I know the look. You're ready. And being constructed in some haste, the ship may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She has been fitted with what our friends at Narkian those you cities are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystal on board to rob Leviathan of his hold of overwater. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate this device manually. Keep that in mind. Looks like a hard mission. I like it. It is expected that the Sahagin and their trolls will attempt to come to the Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Turn Tola, I will have you assist in this effort. So this is a dungeon where I had to party with all players. Okay. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your diversionary force must not want for numbers. But by your leave, I too will volunteer my blade. We'll welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Tola, if you would join the third Levi, let Yugiri the fifth. Okay, if it is a 4-people dungeon, a 4-man dungeon where I can go with the NPCs, I will do that. Just because this way I can enjoy the dungeon without having to rush. And learn the mechanic of that dungeon, of course. Dynamics. Whatever it is. But what words have I for the man who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these, O worldly, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I will echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of my own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, DAZaryus. May the crystal bless and keep you. Okay. Oh, it's hard. So I must join with others. Done that. Oop, no. I still have to do that. I do think I must do it too. Nope. And I also have still to do this one and this one. For now, let's do this. Let's see how many ages we'll need. So it's 2 parties. I'm so afraid of doing that with the tank, not knowing the dynamic, the mechanics of the game. Okay, here we go. You see only one ship. Okay, so he also has a protective barrier. Okay. Oh, he's fast. Oh, okay, so that was just the howling ship. It already started. Good. Okay. What is the other tank doing? Isn't he supposed to keep the other guys? Okay, that one's done. Okay. So we are protected. Okay. Okay, so now it's the final effort. How does that work? Okay. Good. Was expecting something harder. Oh, you're already gone, everyone? Okay. Not even the time to see the cutscene. I would thank them, but okay. Never mind. Oh, there's also no drop, no reward? Okay. At this point, let me see if I can rapidly do also the one related to this one. How hard that may be, I wonder. And we also had to go back to Limsa Lominsa. I think I had to do this one, and then I also have Titan or Odin to do on hard difficulty. Because the only thing that I got spoiled by mistake is looking at my friend. There is a point where after the tower, the crystal tower, there is also a requirement to do the 3 initial primals at hard difficulty. So that's the only thing I know. Let's see how much it will take for me to start Ifrit and the harder difficulty. What I do remember, if it was not even that difficult, the normal version. But it's been so long. I don't even know. Leviathan was the first time. So if which were the first 3? Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda, right? Those were the first 3 primals we defeated. So most probably those are the first 3 primals I had to do on hard mode. I don't think I've seen the one related to Garuda. I've done that. This is the first Ifrit. This is Titan. And this is Garuda. So this is Ifrit. I do not have neither Titan nor Garuda. Okay. I do have to unlock those yet. I do think I have them in the list here. Oh. Have I withdrawn from the thing? No, I should be ongoing. Oh yeah, it's here. I don't know why I was not seeing it. Just surprised to see that there was no drop for that. Speak on game. Oh, okay. Okay. I was hoping that... Okay. I was hoping that to be faster. Didn't want to stop too much. Ah, wrong spell. I wasted myself heal. Was not good. At least he's not summoning extra enemies. Oh, now he did. Since he was doing the main tank, there was no need for me to not help destroying those crystals. Ouch. Okay. I was wondering, do I have to dodge them? Apparently, yes. Oh. Ouch. They got damaged pretty heavy down there. Is that my fault, or is that a dynamic I cannot dodge? I cannot impede. I'll just read all of them. I don't really need. Okay, we're just waiting for what? For someone to roll, which has not. Okay, perfect. No, that was good. I was expecting something worse. And I do suppose that in those sort of dungeons, healer is the one that has more pressure. Like, what worries me about being a tank is that I am supposed also to lead the dungeon, which means I am supposed to know what you do when you do it. Which is not true. I do not know those things. Let me say that bluntly. I do not know those things. And that's what worries me. Knowing the urgency of your business, I thought it's... Oh, yeah, there was thing. Yes, okay, let's go up.
We Lominsans are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight.
Say the truth, Yugiri. You're not sure anymore that this was a good idea to get a refugee here, to be a refugee here.
Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat, not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
You sold him out.
Istola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Ul'dah, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Yeah, betrayed by everyone.
Minfilia, please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many Domans have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Mor Dhona is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
So now she has support by 2 nations. Wonder if something else will happen now in Gridania that will grant her support by
You wished a word in
Gridanians.
private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. they acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
I know this, you do not find me agreeing. There's also the brute way to see it. For someone that just accepted refugees and things like that. Marlo has informed me of the arrangement. I have him keeping a letter of introduction to the Yugiri. Okay, I will not read that. Okay, so this is about the training. Okay. Should I take these stairs? Wait. Oh, it's still on this level. Okay. Is there a closer crystal? Not really. And this is about dancer. Okay. Another class. What are you about? Magic. Sage. Oh, it's another one. Okay. Go down there. Basis of me venture. Oop. Okay. Oh, he would hope for tank raid. Okay. Okay. Apparently they're also excited to learn new abilities. Okay. Yeah, so she will stay here while her people will continue. Level 50. Okay, and this one has been settled. No, never mind. She already gives me another quest. Okay. Back to Mor Dhona. Why can't I do this one? Because this is for the other class. Let me first go here because this should unlock. Oh, this is Odin. This is a new one. Would I need this one? Oh, this is a continuation of the Ul'dah storyline, so we'll keep that aside for now. Oh well, let's keep going with the main quest. But I will have to check out where are the other bosses. Let me know if you're interested in seeing those, but otherwise I will do them on my own. Let's see what Minfilia has to say to us this time.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me.
Not that I have much of a choice.
When the Sahagin elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Ul'dah spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed.
Do you want to summon primal every time you have to kill one? Is that your idea? I don't think that's a good idea.
There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
You're taking that quite positively. I do remind you that the group we were counting on for information is no more available, apparently, and we have still not found the answers of why that happened. Or who did it. Speaking of deal...
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldesion.
Baldesion, okay. I always mispronounce that then.
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
Like the highlights completely disappeared?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
So he just gathered lies. Or he's uprising, I get it. What's the difference between the three of them? They all look the same. It's just the aesthetic. Not that I really care. Give me that. I find the very odd self. I want everything. No, it tells us no to speculate. Ranger will send word if there are any development. Until such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on what which is within our power to charge. With that in mind, I will speak of a different matter, one close to home. It concerns strategic fluctuation, which we had previously attuned to good King Moggle Mog XII. Oh, now I am mandatory hand to complete the hardest difficulty. That the king is no more is a blessing, of which we have to you thank. Yet all is not well in the 12th Wood. Our other reading revealed an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. They may have even suggest the presence of a primal, another one. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I will have you pretty sure about that. Celia, do not wish to intrude, but we have a problem. Just one? A band of refugees hailing from Ul'dah this time are come to Revenant's toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they are in the 7th heaven awaiting a formal response. I see, mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Sarah, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. Your opinion is duty noted, but I will hear this straight. I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. And here again, intimidation force. I'm more afraid of doing this one, to be honest. How hard this may be. It's still two-party. You know what? For this one, I do not want to risk. For that one, I do not want to risk. Oh. That one just piece of striking? That's new. Okay. Why not? Oh, 20 minutes for that one. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Menphilia and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 12 prize, it is you. We're ready and willing to work. Same demands. Just give us a task and we'll see it done. Very calm yourself. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know to your situation. Beg your pardon, Antecedent. I ain't so good with words. We've been living over the scrap of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one what God took. They say there's work, but there's no for an honest man. No has wooden sully his soul sooner than his palms on any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. It only was getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich brothers in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where. And then it came to me, Revenant Stall. I mean, you took the foreigners, didn't you? So you surely do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it is true that we accepted the Doman's petition for aid, that decision was the product of an extraordinary circumstance. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. And so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. But we have nowhere else to go. You're turning you back on us? You're back on us? I might have a word. Okay, what's happened, Teru? All tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Halfinal has been wounded. What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at anyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Somehow, now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Tezran, please, if you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we got. My lady, we are not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsibilities will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alfred out and quickly. If he is in danger or worse, I will have you and no one other by his side. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Ada and Papalimo will see it to it. Alfred is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry. Oh no, why that? That's not what I wanted. This one. Oh, no, that's not even the one. What is the one I'm working on? This one, okay. I have to withdraw it, otherwise I will waste all my just green. Okay, never mind. The game did that for me. It seems fine to me.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
Well, you also wonder why? All the refugees has
Ul'dah is a nation
stand.
infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this. which is why they ordered the immortal flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Ul'dahs to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers, while more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry.
It's the usual circle of hatred.
The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Domans asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest, nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the immortal flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
But they also choose the perfect moment. Wonder how do they took the information for that? As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an accident of this kind would eventually occur given the rising tension within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I will hear what General Raban has to say upon the matter. Who knows how many ages ago I had to extract these materials. Okay, not that. That's all. Good. What about the repairs? I don't have the skill for that, I suppose. Oh, no, I don't have the stone for that. That's different. Nope. Maybe this store can repair. This is the importer. Was there a way to see the aesthetic? I don't remember how that was. Ah. Try on. So. Okay, that was the basic one, I guess. Those are the basic one, the one you start, okay. I guess shell distributor. No, I don't think this one is. I don't even remember what the link shell is, to be honest. Oh well. We had to go there. Oop. No, it's not a good time. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Such is the matter we wish to discuss, General. All of you know, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your chirurgeon. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation. Alright, Charlie, we secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Talalan. With a central forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They are damnably elusive. I can well imagine. Given what the majority of refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knife or pitchfork, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that tensions between the older citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate starving men to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single guild to spend? How could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon that brings it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well. My point, Journal, is that this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it's done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. The general is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim without the necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shrink responsibilities. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of the refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, DAZaryus. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation independent of the authorities. To that end, I will have you make inquiries in the settlement suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at a request of such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I don't think so. I meanwhile shall seek answer in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Why, once again, I do think you just sent the big guy doing the job for you. You took as though as you have something to say, DAZaryus, do you? The ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers will be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well, the Brass Blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to the recent events, but we dumped it. I suggest you begin to by speaking to the blades posted there. And for the one that just connected, if you see me not using the gunbreaker but the samurai, is because I'm trying to start a different dungeon, which is while I proceed with the storyline, which is the one related to Moggle King XIV, and I do not remember how the first Moggle King was. And since I do not want to wipe the whole party, because as a tank I do not know how to move, I simply decided to switch to the DPS for that one. Okay, it's there. So let's go here. And that's all if that starts. It's been already 18 minutes I'm in the queue and nothing has changed. We still do miss 2 healers and 2 tanks, so that may take quite a while. Was not expecting that to take that much time, as much as the other Ultimate Weapon dungeon, the harder difficulty. You still have to do too. And what brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well then, you have come to the right place. Ah, you meant those refugees. Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation, and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like the merchant who passed through recently, gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. And we unluckily know who it is. A friend of the Sultanate, are we? I think it means. This means someone has read my report. The refugee who left with the merchant have yet to return, and I'm increasingly concerned that DAZaryus' suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest. No, you haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Okay. Never mind, speak with DAZaryus. He will explain everything. And he's where? Further ahead. Don't harm me. I'm not one of them. Beg your pardon? You're not a flame? I see. If Leofric, did you speak with me? No. If Leofric bid you speak with me, then I take it you've agreed to help. 'Twill be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flame are on the march. The others have fallen under the fanatic spell, but not I. A promise of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. Ah, a childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our dealers has returned, however, the badness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent, and you will understand why. Even now, the baddies, incoherently so traumatized, is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his word beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I have no doubt that merchant will lead the remainder of their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. Oh, behind that tent. What are you doing? Don't draw. Okay. Soothe. Okay. And that's Sooth. Looks almost like trying to scare him even more. But okay. Who are you? What do you want? Ah, it's true. I follow the merchant and may the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed cache weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into two groups, sent us off on our own. When the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leaders tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing and then fighting, and then everyone was fighting, and the flame were shouting. They're shouting to give no quarter, and oh gods, the other group, they're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Okay, so we had to stop them from get murdered and murdering. Now Chocobo, that's not with you that I want to talk. The refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope. But to approach them would be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultanate and try to kill us than listen to reason. While the twins might even to do the deed themselves. A box of old bloodies saleswords. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. Oh, if only we had never listened to that merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though, if we were forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show my brethren their strongest warrior are no match for one man. Mayhap then they will agree to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. And there we go. No, that's inside. And where do I get inside? There. Seven hells, they found us. Everyone grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. So that's your game, is it? Sorry to disappoint ya, lad, but we're more than willing to kill ourselves. I don't remember which one was the AOE. 6? No. 7? Okay, yes. What which was... okay, this one was the final strike. I beat him like it was nothing. That almighty... all almighty. What are we gonna do now? Okay. We still killed so many of them. How many of them were there? 10 of them? Dungeon has not started yet. Return. Did you find my brethren there? What of the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Better that a handful of them take a beating from you than the lot of get butchered by the flames. Can agree with that. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when it was over? But where else would he be? Unless he went for stone's throw to wreck the orders? The merchant wishes to approach the refugees in stone's throw, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must be endured before it ends? Find him, convince him to seize this mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin. Okay, I do not know how long I will keep going because it's also quite late. I was waiting for the dungeon to start, but it's taking longer than I was expecting. Once again, I do think that this one has to be done in the morning. I can't wait that for night. Yeah, people are also giving up. People are also giving up. Have you seen my parents? Oh. They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with the man from Ul'dah. The band said they were gonna change everything. Make it so we could live inside the walls by everyone else. I liked it when he said that. When he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so hungry, and I got scared. Say, mister, are you looking for someone? It's a kid. He will not probably understand that. I mean, the man who left with my parents? I don't know where he... Wait, look, over there. I think that's him. Right now, which of these gullible fools should be my next victim? To the pursuit. He's getting away. Go get him, mister. Nope. You again? Why are you pushing me? Edition, treason, revolution. That's preposterous. What's filled your head with these lies? Refugees? The self-same refugees who terrorize the street of Ul'dah? Ha! You have no evidence to prove your accusation. None. No, I will not accompany you to the halls of flames. You have no right to detain me. For the sake of argument, let us say I did do the things you claim. Surely you do not think I've given a kick-irm arse about politics. It was business. Only business. But no, I am not the one who you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I shall tell you everything. As a protector, we surely are so bad. What's with this commotion? Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close. Not even try to stop the arrow, but okay. We could have. Poor adventurer, I will know more about your relationship with the victim as well as the events leading to its death. These men were responsible for the recent riots. Mayhap we owe his murder a debt of gratitude. In any case, it is obvious you are not the one whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, sire. Where am I supposed to go then? Back to... Okay. I do think I will hand this quest, and if the dungeon will not start, I will simply stop. I will try to do that on my own. In a different time. And in a different day, of course. What news there is? Where is the merchant? Murdered? Nah. Maybe all to the seven hell. He was not simply murdered. He was silenced. Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Do not despair, though. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. Let's take that. And that's where we stop for now. So we draw. No, not that. Okay, yeah, we withdraw. Let me switch back to my main class. I'm naked. Not anymore. Okay. Now, at this point, I will say that that's where we'll stop for tonight. I was hoping to be able to do more, but the dialogues are so long and there's so much less action than I was expecting in this storyline. And unluckily, being a slow reader, it takes a lot of time for me to keep up with the dialogues. I do hope they have more of those spoken ones, like these I don't have to read and stress the viewers with my slow reading and everything. But I really enjoyed the dungeon we managed to do, which was Hard Ifrit, because I left that behind a long time ago, and Leviathan. So really happy about that, and really happy that we did manage to solve the two problems that we left open before, which were the crystals and the Doman's refugees. Even if now that led to another primal that probably is being summoned in Grindania, and the issue now with the refugees here in Ul'dah. Hopefully after 2 seasons, these issues with the refugees will finally find a hand, because this is something that is following us since the beginning of the game. But that will be something for the next time. Now, as always, Final Fantasy will come back on Thursday. Hopefully nothing will happen, because I'm having big migraines in the last few days, so I'm keeping taking tablets, hoping to bring it down, which is right now, but I cannot ensure it will not be worse for Thursday. In that case, as always, check on Discord and you will have all you need, because on Discord it's where I post all the information needed for eventual last minute changes. So that's related to the next few days, and as I already mentioned on yesterday's streaming, I have not played Halo Spartan Strike, because it was supposed, and I did a really bad investigation before, but the Spartan Strike is supposed to happening after Halo 4. So that's why we are playing Halo 3 ODST, which will be back on Friday, while on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, we will play Hollow Knights. I will not ensure I will be able to conquer the arena. Most probably I will give a couple of tries as soon as we start, since I logged out there. Then we will not waste any more time on that, and we will keep proceeding on the game, doing all the stuff and exploring the areas that we can now reach, because we can swim through the asset. I will still do all the God's Home and all the arena parts, but not today. I mean, not probably tomorrow. Because I want also to proceed. We also had the last dreamer to find, so many things to do in a single session, so we will see what we will be able to do. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me and for staying until the end. I hope to see you all next stream. Take care, good night, and bye bye.